Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I should immediately put the notification ring on because Juventus is playing today. A game worth 15 points, you heard me really well. Today, from 2:30 p.m. I can go out with a video or a live to tell you if yes or no we will receive our 15 points back, the one that were taken away from Juventus on the 20th of January. Today, in today's video, of course, a bit later, I will give you the 3 possible scenarios that could and can happen this afternoon, because there are no more, nor less, 3 different scenarios. Not only that, because a bit earlier in the afternoon, Juventus and the Tifosi will finally know if yes or no they can travel to the Allianz Stadium on Sunday to watch Juve Napoli in the Curva Sud first level, because also there will be a final decision today. So I tell you, I repeat you, pay attention. Maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel. We start because I have a big question, an important question, before speaking about the off-the-field Juventus topic. A question that I want all of you to answer in the comment section. When are you playing with fireworks? Are you doing it at 11:59 p.m. on the 31st of December, or are you patiently waiting that your clock hits midnight and that the calendar shows that you are effectively on the 1st of January? I'm really curious. Let me know. Why am I speaking about that? Of course, I go briefly again on what happened yesterday in Champions League between Napoli and Milan. Milan going to the semi-final. I made a video about it yesterday if you want to, explaining my first feeling after that game. But I really want to come back on something and explaining you why I was probably supporting Milan a bit more than Napoli. First of all, let's be clear, I'm not a supporter of Milan and I don't care. For me, I would have loved that no Italian team was in quarterfinal if Juventus was not there. Anyway, if I had to choose, I go for Milan. Why? Because I don't forget, I have a memory. I will not do the same, but I don't forget the Napoli supporters going with fireworks in the city after Juventus losing against Real Madrid in final of Champions League. I don't forget Napoli fans putting the shirt of Atletico Madrid to celebrate a 2-0 win before waiting the return game of Cristiano Ronaldo hat-trick. I don't forget the fireworks in all city of Napoli after Koulibaly scoring at the Allianz Stadium the 1-0. They didn't win the Scudetto that year. They didn't know, but they were already celebrating with fireworks because they have beaten Juventus. I have a good memory. I don't forget the fireworks in front of the hotel insulting Theo Hernandez. I don't forget all these kind of things. So they have to learn a lesson. Be humble. I don't forget Napoli fans that were happy, celebrating when they saw the name of Milan out of that draw of Champions League. I believe really that history matters and that you need to be respecting other teams and not having that superiority behavior, being arrogant. I understand that the media, they did everything they could to push Napoli in believing that they were the best on earth. You see it on ESPN. Can Napoli win the Champions League? Our friends from IFTV surfing the beautiful wave. Is Napoli the best Italian team ever? Attenzione, because what is the risk of that? That then you are going for the first time in your history in quarterfinal of Champions League, and that the day after it's not you on the front pages, but that it's Milan, like you see on Gazzetta dello Sport. What I don't appreciate is the manipulation of words, because we have to pay attention when Corriere dello Sport is going with a big title and Kvaratskhelia with the hands on his face. Fregati, what does that mean? Screwed. What do you mean screwed? I don't understand. Screwed about what? About referee decision? About the game of yesterday? Hey guys, what do you mean? If on 5 games you were not able to do better, and we all see the results, I don't understand about screwed. Being a bit more humble could have helped Napoli to go through. But no, this didn't happen. Being humble, this is what I appreciate in the post-game, in the words of Pioli, that yesterday clearly said, we can dream now, of course, but we have to stay calm. We have to stay humble. Beautiful words from Pioli. Guys, before speaking about or having an arrogant behavior, superiority behavior for half a season or 3/4 of a season, let's check a bit and respect history. Look at the Museum of Juventus, it is full of trophies. And like yesterday, Marchisio said, 38. These are the Scudetti won by Juventus. When we are speaking about screwed, if there is a team in Italy that can really use the word fregati of screwed, we are speaking about Juventus. And that's where we enter the topic of Juventus now. We really enter it because Tuttosport is going with La Juve aspetta giustizia. Juventus is waiting for justice, and that's today. Should be today. I give you the 3 different scenarios in a second, but Gazzetta dello Sport is saying something correct today. They are saying Juventus, this is a Champions League game because yes, we are playing for 15 points today. We are playing to be again in that top 4 at -1 of Lazio, being third because of our recent poor performances, but there in top 4 that can give us 2 possibilities to qualify to the Champions League here in the top 4 in Serie A, but also continuing or trying to win tomorrow also on Thursday against Sporting to dream about a semi-final, being humble because we know Sevilla and Manchester United are difficult teams. To dream to go through and win that final, that would be an important trophy, a European trophy that Juventus is waiting since so many years. What are the 3 scenarios that can happen today? Well, the one that we are all hoping for. They cancel the 15 points, they give it back to Juventus. There is something that you have to know. Today should be a decision. We hope to have a decision, but even if they cancel it, they can postpone the verdict. They have 5 days to pronounce them officially. So it could be that today they take a decision, but that they don't announce it, and that Juventus will have to wait max 5 days. So pay attention for that. That's really important because then you will be maybe worried or disappointed, but it can be also positive even if they don't speak today. That's the first one. The second one is that they decide to not decide, what already happened in the past on other topics. What does that mean, deciding to not decide? Well, that they take the dossier and that they give it on another instance to the Federal Court of Appeal. What is happening there? That they have 30 days, so 1 month, to reformulate the punishment. Can be a point deduction, what should not be possible today, but there in that second scenario it can be that they change the punishment, deduction of points from 15 they go to 10, maybe to 6, we don't know, or that they just transform it in a penalty in terms of money and no point deduction. So that can be a second scenario. And the third one, the one that we don't want because we are waiting for justice today, not for extra injustice, is that they leave the 15 points there or that they still continue to take them away. So we have to pay attention to all of that. I believe really that Tuttosport is going with c'è la credibilità del sistema in ballo. Today there is really the credibility, the authenticity of the sporting justice that is in game. Guys, that's what can happen today. Of course, I will come on that. How do I feel about it? Well, speaking with Giovanni Armanini, speaking yesterday on Juventus with a lot of expert, more expert than me, we are all going towards a logic. We are all going towards also the words of John Elkann that said there was no misbehavior of Juventus. How many times did he repeat it? Explaining that we will continue to defend Juventus. I'm going to the 9 different points that are showing that today Juventus can defend themselves. So I'm going towards a feeling, yes, we will receive our 15 points back. But unfortunately, we are again in that topic of Calciopoli. I have seen in my sporting life so many things. Hey guys, behind that beard there are 30 years of tifo scars. I saw a lot of things, unfortunately, so I can't promise you what can potentially happen this afternoon. We will have to wait and see. But when I see Gazzetta dello Sport that in their second page about Juventus, they are already saying non solo plusvalenza, not only plusvalenza case that will be judged today, not with facts but with opinions, Q&As, not only plusvalenza. Well, I have the feeling that they're already putting the hands up front to say, attenzione Juve, even if you receive them back, there is something else, and we will come back on that. And then you see a comparison of putting Juventus even more in the S, I will not say the word, because they are comparing the strikers of this season of Juventus with Cristiano Ronaldo at Juventus, saying Juventus, well, the scorers, they score less than Cristiano Ronaldo. They make the sum of all the players. They say 28 goals. We're speaking about Chiesa, Milik, Vlahovic, Di Maria, and then they say that in the worst season of Juventus from Cristiano Ronaldo, he scored 28 goals. First of all, the season is not over, first of all. Secondly, they take away Moise Kean because he's not participating to the game of tomorrow. It's strange. It looks like they are looking for ways to make Juventus look dirty. And we already know we don't need Gazzetta dello Sport. Then if you are comparing to Cristiano Ronaldo, a Martian of a top scorer that was able to score 101 goals in 134 games, well, what are we speaking about? I don't understand the necessity of these kind of articles. Again, Juventus, they have the feeling that they can win their 15 points back, so let's push where it hurts. Anyway, speaking about strikers, 10 of the 11 players have been chosen by Max Allegri, apparently. Szczesny into the goal, back into the goal, and we know with Szczesny or Perin more or less the same. We have some solidity there. Then we are going towards or a Brazilian defense or Alexandro out and Gatti there. But anyway, the defense is 2 on the 3 are sure. Danilo, Bremer, then it can be or Alexandro or Gatti, whatever. Then in the middle of the field, Quadrado, Kostic, and then the trio, Fagioli, Rabiot, Locatelli. There is one doubt up front. Who will play behind Vlahovic? Will it be Di Maria? Will it be Milik? Will it be Milik instead of Vlahovic? We have big question there, but anyway, we have to score. We have to score a lot, and that's important. And especially not conceding, because we know it. If you are looking at the last 20 games that Juventus conceded a goal this season, or the last 20 times we conceded a goal this season, and only 3 times we were able to win. This is a disaster. This is to blame to all Juventus, from the coach to the player to the management to everyone. It is not possible, so we know it. The 1-0 is not enough to be sure of the qualification against Sporting. So tomorrow we have to not concede, but if we concede, well, Vlahovic, Di Maria, Chiesa, Milik, whoever will be on the field, they will have to score more than 1 goal, possibly. Guys, let me know what you thought about the video. I'm really curious what you are expecting about today's verdict. I tell you, I repeat you, notification ring on, because today, at any time, or a live, or a video. Grazie, forza, Juve.